Hello and welcome back to On the Map Challenge Survival 4X. It is now 6:45 July for year 4. Today we're going to be doing some general work around the farm. We're going to be looking after some animals. We're hopefully going to make some money, possibly spend some money. So let's jump in, let's go. And our first noticeable change already is our new old agricultural awning. We've got this. I'll pop this up obviously by the sheepfold. It's where we're going to store the sheep's wool. As you can see, we've already got quite a bit in there. We're producing now sort of 3, nearly 4 a month. We have had 3 new births in the last month. We did lose 2 through random events, so we've had some deaths, but we've had some births, and we are up on sheep. Today we're going to go out and we're going to try and see if we can buy some more sheep, buy some more cows, add to our herds. So hopefully that'll be more productive. Now this has cost us 36 grand, which is quite expensive, but it does fit in with the old sheep awning up here. These guys need to grow so we can start giving them some feed. They are not getting through our hay very quickly because they've got such a massive pasture to graze in. But there are now 91 sheep, so that's growing. That's nice. It's done well. But they are fully fed all the time. I've topped up our lime from where we were using the lime as well. Now I'm thinking what we might do is put a shed for our goats here. Bring our sheds down to the farm. Like having them way out. I was going to go way over there. They are over there somewhere. But having them way out, they don't really feel part of the farm. They feel just out there, and all I do is jump to a tractor and put a little bit of water in there once a month. They're not getting a lot of attention. I think if we get a nice shed here, I'm going to have to try and do something with the land and flatten it and get it in there nicely. But we'll try and do that. That might be something we do later on through the episode. I'm not sure how far we'll track through with this one. Whether we'll get into August and start any of our harvesting, because that's when our harvests are going to be ready. But yeah, I did try that mulcher with the grass. Didn't mulch the grass. I think we need to have an actual grass roller and wait for the grass to grow a state before we can do anything with that. And something else that we might, not that we might, that we will do, we are going to sell one of these bunkers of silo off. We've got 661,000 litres, if I turn it on. Was it the top left-hand corner? 661,968 litres of silage in this one. And we've got a little over 700,000 in this one. 700,000 or 702,031 litres in there. We're going to sell one of those off today, so that it's not insanely laborious for me more than anything. I'm not going to be bucketing it into the trailer. I'm going to get a tool to try and help us to get it in there. I was thinking, and I have already changed it, about trying to do the auger. Not sure if that will really work all too well. I've changed off the hopper and just put it onto the straight auger. And I was thinking, oh, perhaps if I just keep reversing it in, it'll keep pulling it out. But you can get an attachment to go on the front of a tractor. They're a little bit naughty. I don't even know if that's based on any sort of realist type thing. But we can get one of them, and we're going to try that. But first off, we will feed our cows, so we can then go over there and look at them. So let's get that stuff set up and ready. Now, I noticed that we have rain on our forecast. I just looked in on the weather, and we have got a bloody tornado coming at 11, and it's going to be here until about 3. So we're going to have some dodgy weather to work through, so that'll be fun. Now, for the life of me, as always, I could not remember my mix, whether I needed 1 or 2 bales for this, so we're going to go with 2 and hope it's right. I think we were doing like 2 bales, 3 or 4, well, I've got to be careful because I'll get sucked back in, 3 or 4 buckets. I'm sure that's what it was. I mean, as positive as I can be when I don't really know. So they're in. That'll be 18. Well, I think that may be a bit too much. This might not be a good mix. We'll get the bug on. We'll see what we get. We'll see what we get. Just detach that. But welcome in, welcome back. Thank you to the returning viewers. Welcome in if you're new as well. Appreciate the support. I'm still having fun here. I mean, we don't play, considering we've got such a massive challenge, right, in owning this map and getting things done and all that jazz. Don't seem to play it with a massive rush, do I now? But that's just my way. That is my way. But we have to look after. I like to run it like we're still running a proper farm as well, rather than just like, oh, we've got to smash through everything as quick as we can. I like having, because I have to do all these jobs anyway, so I like to just show the running of the farm, because that's how I like to do. We are trying to own the map, but we are running a farm. Hopefully that's all going to go in and not just pile on the floor next to it. Lovely job. It's a shame we can't see the mix when we're in another vehicle. Like, that would be handy. What we got coming in here? That was a Maze Plus thing, wasn't it? Looking at the vehicle and see. Oh, okay, so that's quite generous actually. So we can definitely put another. It was 2 and 2, I think, by the looks of it then. Which is good. This is good. Anyway, yeah, I hope you're all well. Hope you're enjoying what you're doing. Today, as I record this, is the 12th of November. I still haven't booted up the new map from Giants yet and had a look. I might have a little look for myself this afternoon. We'll see if I get time. No slight against the map. I don't even know what it looks like. Like, other than the promo stuff that Giants put out, I haven't even seen it. I haven't watched anyone else's first look. I didn't watch any early access stuff. I do not know what the new map is like. I have had people message me asking me how this works on it, how that works on it, where can I find this, or and things like that on Discord. I don't know. I have to tell them honestly, I don't know. I've not even looked at it. There we are. So yeah, perhaps I should. I think I said before, I did want to do, as many people, you know, content creators, wanted to do a live stream for it. That's how I like to do the Giants maps. Have a look, live stream, have a look. But with things that were going on at the time, just couldn't do it. I just wasn't there, headspace wise, or even wanting to do it. So it didn't happen, and it's too late to do it now. So what we might do is, I've kept that up because we can put a little mineral feed in here. I'm sure we brought some mineral feed and put in the silo next to the barn, so it would make sense to use it. It was expensive if I remember rightly, but it should help to fatten them up, shouldn't it? Oh, too much? Is that too much? Oh, too much, I think. Have we still got a TMR? It's just forage now. That is annoying. Too much. Right. So I have to put some out and then put a little bit more silage in. Or get one of those straw bales and put some straw in it. That's what we'll do. So that is quite annoying. That it just leaves a little too much. I have to remember that. Shame, shame. Trying to do it a little bit proper. Not sure if I got the fill on the right side. Excuse my dodgy camera. Will it? So will it take it as forage? It will, but it just won't go in as I want it to, unfortunately. So if I just do that, I'm going to be naughty. If I can. There we go. We'll just take one bale out. Absolute swine. There it is. I was going to say, where is it? Okay. Will this... It's going to be too much, isn't it? Whoa, picked it up. Alright. The downside to the super strength. Now we've got a TMR mix. Okay. Happy with that. Now, is that whole bale in there? Because that's going to spoil the mix if it is, isn't it? Professional, mate. Professional. Maybe I'm professional. Let's back it back in. Back it back in. Beep, 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 beep. Gotta get right over. There we go. Right. Oh, it's because I'm set to empty out the wrong side. Now that straw is going to turn that into forage as well. Damn it. Okay. Well, that spoiled that for me, didn't it? Should have gone and found the bale and took it out. We're just pumping in a load of food that is of absolute no use. I am furious. Furious. I need to find a better way of doing that, don't I? What have we got in there? That looks like a... It's a hay bale. Why didn't this mix? Oh, I don't know. Don't know what happened there. Swines. So after the disastrous feeding, I think the cows, I've put everything away now. The cows are now left with so much hay, so I need them to eat through the TMR, then eat through the hay so I can fill up the TMR. I'm not going to be feeding the cows for a while. It is what it is. Right, so what I need to do next is hopefully have some success in trying to sell some silage. So if we open this, I want to sell this one. This is the one we're going to sell. This should all open up as we do it, I hope. Let's hope something goes right for us. And we're going to want the New Holland. We will take the weight off the front. Now, I'm thinking about getting something and putting in front of us. It's something that I've had for a while. And that I was given to play around with and test and do. I've never done a little video on it. Or showing it off. But I might put it there. We will see, we will see. Because what I need, what I think I need anyway, is to wash some of our equipment. Especially the trailers. Like, again, trying to work a little bit of realism in there. Wash the trailers out after the different product has gone in, after different grains and crops and what have you. Get them clean. Probably should clean the tractors as well. And then we're going to completely avoid realism, and we are going to work through a tornado a day. So, yeah, here we are. Perhaps I should have come back in July. If I'd have known the weather, I'd come back in July 3, and I could have had a whole day to sort things out. Right, I'm going to leave the engine running because we've got to be quick. So what I want is... I don't know where to find it. Miscellaneous. That's under. That's my stuff. That I don't want that. Right. So I think here it is. The lizard forage pickup. Now this is I've always considered this to be something that's always appears to be quite naughty, but it looks like it could be a thing. Again, I am not a farmer. I am not an agricultural machinery person, but this is going to do the job for us. We are going to... Where is... We'll slap it in some New Holland. There we go. That'll do us fine. 65 grand. For now, I'm going to lease it. Yeah. You guys will have to let me know how you feel about me using something like this. That's one of the reasons why we'll lease it instead of buying it outright. Let me squeeze under there. We can. We'll get that attached. That is on. It's quite a formidable piece, isn't it? I think this picks up everything. I think I could pick up the grain from within my my crop sheds with this. I think that's a thing. Again, it's not something that I generally use. If anyone's been watching me for the last 4 years, this is not how I normally do things. But we do need to save some time in jobs. And while I'm still struggling with my back and sitting here and trying to do these, I can't sit here for 2 days and take out fences. Can't sit here for two whole days IRL emptying out that silage bunker. It will cripple me. Right, so we want the forage wagon on the back. I mean, that's got to pick up there. If you could drive... I'm going to lose my voice again. You could drive into the pit with that lowered, turned on, and it would eventually scoop it up, but it would look horrendous. So we don't do that. If you had a drive-through one, you could drive over the top and pick it up. I guess that would work. But I think it would suck up so much that it would just be quite disastrous, and you'd get stuck, I think. That is quite a thing, isn't it? What a look. What an absolute monster we've got there. So let's see how this goes. Now, this is still going to take a long time. We've got 700,000 litres. This trailer holds, what, 50,000 litres? This is still going to take me a long time, I think. But this is just going to be, obviously, quicker. Hopefully this works. It does. Yeah, it does. Nice. Oh, it fills up really quick. Tell you what, where's that going to go? Oh, it's going to go in the... That is redonkulous. Don't do that. There's always something. Filled up the bucket. As if. Right. Let's put the pipe away. Oh dear. Madness. So before we head out, we'll see which sell point we need to go to get the most out of this. I can't imagine it's going to sell massively. We scroll down, all the way down to this stuff. All this stuff that we never see and never do. Price at the minute is naturally is bloody lowest. But I want to get another cut and put in there. Never mind. We're not going to make any money on this at all. At all. I guess the only saving grace to this is that there is so much of it that it will look like it's made some money. But at 180 pounds per 1,000 litres. What is one trailer worth to us? Because I can't be doing the math in my head at the minute. 10 grand. Oh, do you remember when silage used to be king? You'd sell that, and you'd probably get about 50 grand for it, if not more. It's just not worth the time and effort to cut and collect and ferment, is it? So 6. If I'd have bought that tool in front, I'd need 6 deliveries to pay for it, which would be half of the shed. So we'd have to sell half a shed of silage to pay for the pickup at the front. I'm glad I didn't buy it. And let's be honest, although it looks dramatic, I'm going to jump back in there. Although it looks dramatic, the peak price isn't that good. It's not even double. It looks a lot, but it's only 248. It's not great. We would, instead of getting like 10 grand, we'd have got 14, 15 grand. Oh, that's a lie. We'd have got about 17 grand. Which isn't great. Why won't it turn on? Oh, because I haven't put the pipe out. There we go. Confusing myself with it now. So, yeah, this isn't going to be as exciting as I had hoped. I don't know what made me think we were going to get a good price this time of year. But you don't get a good price in winter either. But anyway, we're going to do this. I want to do this until it's all gone. So, wish me luck. Now, I was just having a wee think to myself, as I do while I do these jobs. And I really would like some feedback on this one, because it's been so long since I've used one or done anything with one. If I was to place a digester for us, so if we got our own digester, even just a little one, I know a man that's made one. If we to place our own digester, would we get paid for that, as well as produce the digestate that we make? So if we were to get a digester, we could take our silage, process the silage, get paid for the gases that it produces. We get paid for that, as well as claim the digestate. Is that how that works if we have our own one? It's been so long since I've done anything with a digester. It would have been the last on the map challenge, and that ended like over 2 years ago, probably 2.5 years ago that we finished that. So yeah, is that how that works? How am I not on the... Why is that not coming up with the cell thing? What's going on? Don't know why that didn't come up. Perhaps it was just a little bit too high, maybe, possibly. Or perhaps it's because I'm on the front piece. Yeah, but is that how that works? Because then we'd have something to put on the fields, which would save fertilizer. Eventually, after we've sort of paid, because the digester would eventually pay for itself. If it's generating money, it would be worth placing down, wouldn't it? So I could do that next time around. Next time we got some money, along with the forestry stuff and along with all the other growth and things we're doing, that we've not making any money to really do unless we cut trees down. Would that benefit us? I think that's how it works. I don't want to spend the money to place a digester and then that not be how it works, because I keep wasting so much money trying to make money. All our lovely sheep's all a bit static as they're waiting to render in properly. Looks nice for them out there, but it would look nice if we had the goats there as well, in a little shed, a little goat shed. Anyway, yeah. So feedback on that, please. Please help me out. You are a digestate person. I want to get back to trying to do this. Well, it's now 11:15. Our storm is in full effect. Not quite sure where the tornado is, the hurricane. Not sure where the tornado is. It came in last time. We'll have a look on the map. I don't think it shows on the map, does it? But well, I'll show you where it was before. If you weren't here for the early ones, our first hurricane came in off of around about plot 40 over there. And it never made it much further than 39. But through the storm, we did get damage to our crop fields, which I hope we don't get too much of this time around. You can see our full map here. If I just select that plot. Right, so if we move that there. Right. Full map is now in view. This is how much we own, or how much we're working. It's not a lot. That is literally up to where we own, to there. We come down to about there. That is it. That's all we got in our the map challenge. Oh dear. But I shall keep my eyes peeled for Storm. Was named after ladies, so we'll call this one Beatrice. Storm Beatrice. We've already had Anna. Storm Beatrice. I'll keep my eyes peeled for her, and yeah, if she gets close to the farm, I'll let you know. But I think that must have been load number 10, because we've got 100 grand. We've made 100 grand so far today. So we are loading up our final wagon. Hopefully this will all go in. There we go. Lovely, lovely. And we are currently up to 445 on the finances. Just turn that off, raise it up. So we'll probably, we'll be over 450, which is 150 grand for the day, for the morning's work. I guess isn't too bad, is it? It would have been nicer if that was like £1 million. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is that silage is not worth it. Now, while I was doing them final runs, I did go and find Disturbed Simulations tutorial to his mini BGA. Because I haven't really looked at BGAs, I thought I'd go to someone I know. And his own one that he makes, you can sell the methane, you can sell the digestate, and you can sell the electric charge from it. There are multiple types in there, and from the looking at the tutorial, there's a complex one and a very simple one. I would use the very simple one. So I think what we're going to do is next year place one of those so that we can start to sell silage to generate income, because we cut a fair bit of grass and we can collect the grass, and every time we buy a new plot of land, which should be again soon, we get even more grass, because the wild grass is just yielding much higher than our grown grass, which is absolutely ludicrous, but it is. So it would be nice to have that set up ready for when we purchase our next plot of land and have that ready to cut. Again, I'm not worried about purchasing now, because we've now got to get ready for a green bean harvest, we've got to get ready for sunflower harvest, and we've got two medium-sized fields of red beet that we've got to harvest. So we're not going to worry about buying another plot of land and growing. But even like this grass here, if I cut this wild grass around the farm, I'd probably get just as much grass as I would if I cut my meadow, which is twice the size of that. Same as the grass that you can now see over there where I want to plant my trees. We want to get that done soon as well, because it's going to take a while. Oh, I meant to drop this off while I was up the blooming store. So we'll take this back. Yeah, so I'd probably get just as much from doing that. Haven't seen the hurricane yet. So I will take this up to the store. I'll return this. I want to bring my red beet harvester back as well. We'll try and find some shed space for that. And then we shall try and get some more animals, I think. Yeah. Right, let's go and see what the animal dealer has for us today. Hopefully, a nice handful. I'd love a trailer of cows. What do you get, like 6 in here? If we could get 6 cows, that'd be immense. I did say last time I was going to try to see if I could up the amount of animals the dealer has. I forgot to do that, so I will do it after this one. I still haven't seen the tornado yet. Hasn't come into view. I'm sort of hoping that with the 4X, it always stays away and never gets too close to us to really cause us too much damage until we've sort of expanded out that far. Right, so Brown Swiss, no. Holstein, that one's not bad. Oh, it's just not looking good. Angus, we'll take that. That's some highs. I think at the minute we'll have to take that because that's as good as it's getting. We'll go for that one. Why is it the named ones always seem to be rubbish? Take you. How many can we take? 6. How many have I selected? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let me find one more. None. Oh, we've got the Highland cat. We might get a pen just for Highlands. Oh! What do they look? I haven't even looked at them. Oh. Right. Okay, we're gonna get something for the Highlands. There's 3 there. We're gonna get them. So we're gonna buy these. I was so excited about the Highlands, I pressed the wrong button and only purchased 1 cow. So I had to go back and get the other 5. But look at them all in there. Look, ooh, little moo-moos. Lovely, lovely. Get you in. I did say it'd be nice to get 6. Well, sorry, the other 4. We've got 5, haven't we? So yeah, it would have been nice to have gotten 6, but this will be the most cows we've purchased in one go since we actually built the cow barn. So it's coming. It's coming. I have bought a few irregularly direct. But the more we have, the quicker they'll eat up that crap feed I put in there as well. So we'll move to husbandry. Move selected. I think that's what I have to do. Yep. So we now have 25 cows. All good. So let's have a quick rundown through these. So we've got the baby Swiss, and we've got a fully grown Swiss with a Swiss bull. We have got heifer Holstein, 2 fully grown with a Holstein bull. Got a lot of Angus. Nice. So there's plenty of them with the bull and the limousine. Again, we've got quite a few of those. 2 limousine bulls and just two Herefords. She's expecting. Oh, I didn't really look at the expecting. So that's impregnable. Expecting 2 babies. Oh, awesome. Expecting 3 babies. Exciting times. Let's have a look at these. Expecting 1. Oh, Queenie, as if that's her name. Excellent. So expecting 1. And at the top here, we got an expecting 1. What's that? We got like 7 expected. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So this time we are back for sheep, and again we are hoping we can get a few. We can hold 13. So if we can, that one's not too bad. So that's 2. We don't want the rams really. 2. Are they rams? They aren't, are they? No. That's a very good one. Have that. Okay, so we can fit goats in, but I might move the goats. We'll wait on goats. I think we will wait on goats. So we'll just take those 3. Now, it's coming up for 2 o'clock. I'm hoping this storm is gonna gonna bugger off soon. I am. I think it was like 2, 3 o'clock, but it came and started earlier than initially stated. Right, let's see if I can back on in there, because when I tried before it wouldn't quite trigger. But that was with the modded trailer as well, so that caused us its own issues regardless. No, it doesn't want us to go further back. So we're going to have to spoil that bit of wool to get them in there. Annoying. It's these little things that annoy me. Right, so we'll move selected. And now we have 94. We have so many. Excellent. And they are constantly reproducing. We're not even going to go through and check those. We could really cherry pick. See, this is where I have to go through and check the names and numbers and get rid of some of the rams, because we have so many rams, but they are good. I'm not quite sure when is the time to sell. Like, when is peak? At what age is the time? If you know, once again, if you know, feedback down in the comments. What's a good age or a good weight, peak weight to sell these? So like I said at the start of the episode, which now feels like a lifetime ago, I would like to place down this sheep and goat pen just for the goats. I'd like to have this. I think it'll go in here all right. I'm only dubious about the ground, so I will do my best to flatten it, I think. If we can come out, it's not going to look pretty. Can we strengthen that? We can. Proper cuts in. So will this now go in here as I want it? Let's hope so. We can sort everything else out afterwards. Let's bring it back. Nice to have it in line somewhat. Like so. Oh, please tell me that's alright. We'll try and tidy it up again. So let's quickly have a little look at my handiwork. The farm is growing. I'm liking how it's growing as well. I think it's growing quite naturally. I know I place things very square and angular, but I think it's grown quite naturally from the few little sheds and stuff that we built to start with the storage, expanding the storage, and then this one, and now this beautiful shed as well. So if we've got to find my gate opening, because I always miss these things. There we go. Be able to come in, and we're going to bring our goats down. We've got quite a few, but we'll go and get them. I put my goats in there. It's a good job we did make a little bit of money, because now that I know just remembered that the Highlands are there, I want to build a spot for the Highlands as well today. So in here we have all our lady goats. One of them is having a little nap. Little one's down having a sleep. Let's hope I'm sleeping. Now, what I realised while I was getting these as well is that I only smashed into my wool because the trigger for the trailer is obviously at the blooming back. Sometimes I just need to think and screw my head on. If I reverse in, we hit the trigger before we hit the wool. So it is annoying that I've got one dodgy little pallet of wool that I'm not going to be able to sort out now. Put my new track in and sorted things out. I can tell you what, I'm liking my farm. Not to blow my own trumpet or toot my own horn, because I'm not really one for doing that, because I know I'm pretty crap and pretty useless, but I am liking what we're seeing here. Is it not select all? There we go. And then move selected. And this is all our females going in. Oh, look at them. That is proper cool. Oh, love it, love it, love it, love it. Right, let's go get the boys. Boys, 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 boys. So now we have our 6 rams in transit. Most of them are young. We only ever bought 2 rams, I think. They're all in there, lovely. Good boys, boys, boys. So we do have some milk to go and I'm sorry, I'm too excited. We do have milk to go and collect, some goat's milk. It's going to need selling. But future goat's milk can be stored in its urns in our shed until we've got loads. I'm not even sure what the storage capacity is on that because I didn't purchase it for the storage. It's just a bonus that we've got extra storage here as well. Especially since I'm not a fan of that other shed that we've got. That may still get changed out. There we are. Sometimes my reversing is so much better than others. Right. Not others, as in other people, but just in other times when I'm reversing. So we'll move them in. Move selected. Sorry. Yeah, all 6. And now we can see them in there. Look at that. Let's actually get in there and have a look at it, shall we? Beautiful stuff. We might put some hay bales there, so it's easy to feed them. Their milk will spawn there because they won't produce wool, they'll produce the milk. They are loving it, absolutely loving it. Right, we do need to get them some feed though. We do need to do that. And we'll get the 2 hay bales from here. That will be plenty for them, that will feed them for quite some time. But at least now we will need to feed an animal because these aren't grazing. These will need to be fed somewhat regularly, probably an email once a month, but they will need to be fed, which I'm pleased about. Another little job for me to do on a jobs day or a jobs episode, or like I said before, once the other Own the Map challenge back in 22 or back on 22, I did a lot of my daily jobs as like cut down intros. So it's getting to the point where we can do that now. I can start to show that as intros rather than that being a whole episode. Although sometimes it is nice to show it as the episode, in my opinion. Go on, fall down. There we are. Oh, we've had one escape already, you little bugger. We'll sort you out. We'll shut the gate so he don't run away. There we go. He'll find his way back in a bit. He's alright. Because he's small, he popped through the bars. We'll keep that double locked. But yeah, goats are now good. Goats are good. I need to now make a decision on what I'm building for. This is going to be a lot longer episode than I probably thought it was going to be now. Because I want to find something to build for the Highlands. Because I want them 3 Highlands before they disappear. Or why are the nice cow barns so expensive? The ones I want are always expensive. Swines, I tell you. It's the one I'd really like. Is this one? It is 254 grand. It would be all my money just so I can house 3 Highlands. Do I just buy the Highlands and stick them in with my regular cows for now? Or we can get something the same as the sheepfold. And just give it a nice... Because I want it so I can put the pasture for them here. I want to fill that. That's still like 100 grand. It's a lot. So even the base game barn. Now I'm not even sure if you can milk the islands. I don't know. But even the base game non-milking rearing shed. So 85 grand. It's a lot, and I don't want a plain pasture. I think I'm just going to buy them, stick them in with my other cows. There's plenty of room there. We can hold nearly 1,000 cows. Keep them in there until I've got more money, and remember to not build on that area I want to put them. Because I want to buy something I want. I don't want to just place something in use. I want them to have a pasture. I don't want them to be shut in. So it's going to be, yeah, 300 grand. We're going to have to go and cut some trees in winter, so I can do that in spring, hopefully. Overshoot my mark, so there we go. There we are. Finally get it. So we want that one, that one, that one. It was just the 3, weren't it? Yeah. Highland cows. So they're not even... That's old. Not even male or female, are they? They just are what they are. Unless males come further down, but yeah. We're going to go with that. We're going to go with that. We're going to buy them. 9 grand. Slight concern, because they don't look like Highlands in the trailer. Hopefully they are. Now this is base game trailer, so maybe they just haven't adjusted that, so it just goes in there looking like a limousine or limousine or whatever they're called, or an orangey brown Swiss. Why do they not look like Highlands in the back there? Because now I'm going to have to go and find it in the field. So another gate again. There we go. There we go, there we go. Hopefully they'll be visible. That's why they need their own. They're definitely Highlands. So we'll move them. Right, let's go run around and see if we can find our Highland cows. There's never any cows in the... our pasture should be, there's never any cows in the barn. You're just a regular. Come on, please be in here. Please be in here. Oh, disappeared. On the move. What are you? You're not one. Are they over here? No. Where are my Highlands? These are all tagged, so that's not them, because I haven't tagged my new cows. Oh. Don't tell me they're not going to show. They're in here. They will show at some point. They will, they will. Perhaps we just need to increase the number of visible animals to get them to be viewable, visitable. You're a limb. Hereford. You're a limb. Just not showing, are they? Just not showing. Let's just check that they are actually in here. They are here. So there's that. It is doing as it should. They are there. They will be happy. They will be fine. We'll be able to pull them out. I'm wondering if pens need maybe do they need updating to accommodate for the new animals? Is that how it works? Possibly. They're all in good health. We shall apply all of our monitors, but we can see that we have 28 cows and they get through 3,381 litres of feed a day. They're not producing milk. What's this? We not got milk. Yeah, we're not getting any milk. Okay, anyone know why we're not getting any milk? Because our cows... Have our cows had babies yet? They might not have done. That might be why. None of our cows have had babies yet. We'll look into that next year. We will concern ourselves with that when we need to concern ourselves with it. Oh, I made that too tight. So I'm trying to think if there is anything else that I really, really need to do before I go fannying around with something else. We can sell the sheep pasture. I'm not sure what I'm going to do up there yet, now that the goats have moved. Probably just plough that and extend that field, maybe? I don't know. We can... I was going to say we can bring the tractor down, but we're going to need the water up there for the greenhouses and for the mushrooms. They need sorting out, actually. That'll probably be our last job then, to go and make sure the greenhouses have water and that the mushrooms have got their water, and the open air garden, we don't want that to stop bringing us money in, so we'll do that. I've topped our water up from our rain supply. We're going to keep this shed up here because we've got fields up here and it's handy to have seeds and fertilizer and even a bit of lime up here for when we're doing things. What I really need to do is restock it, so there's a lot more, to be fair. All our seed is up here as well, which probably isn't the best place for it. I'm driving past, but I'm all aflummoxed, like, with the new animals and things. All excited, all aflummoxed. Yeah. Do you know, once again, feedback, do you know if modded barns and pastures and stuff need to be updated to accommodate the new animals? Does that need to be added in as a fill type, or do they get added in universally? Let me know. Let me know. Because then I can tell my man if he doesn't know. So they are all growing well. They're still selling. Lovely, lovely. We need to get all this hay. Get that hay. Get that moved down. I don't know what's wrong with me. Get that moved down to the barn. Store that up next to the goats, probably. Put some in there and then some in storage. We'll put the little ones next to the goats and just put the big ones in storage. But that's all that needs. So then we'll take the rest down to our open air gardens, which are still fine for seed, I do believe. But we can buy some should we need to in future. So that's pretty much, not pretty much, that we've just got that milk to collect. That is going to be it for today. I'll sell the pasture off screen. That'll be it for this one. Yeah, these are the jobs that we do generally in between and around. But I thought it would help to break up maybe the monotony of doing the same things over again. Let's have a session of looking after the farm. We made some money. We sold some silage. We built our new goat pen. Moved our goats. Yeah, we're doing well. We've made money. We're still 80 grand up. We've got our new cows as well. We've got new cows. We've got new sheep. I'm pleased. It's progress. It's progress. They will all help us out. So yeah, things I need help with. The digestate plant. Should we go with that? Should we get a digester? Do pens need updating? And then there was something else I asked. So yeah, if you can remember, comment down, give me feedback. I am all about the feedback and help, because I do appreciate it. I really do. Next time out, we should be harvesting green beans, sunflower, and soon red beet. So make sure you come back for that one in the next episode. But hopefully you've enjoyed this one. If you have, give a big fat thumbs up down below. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, turn the bell notification on. Find out when new videos are going live. As always, comments and feedback down there. Massive, massive, massive thank you to the channel members. You guys are absolutely awesome. I do appreciate the support. If you wish to support the channel yourselves, you can. Hit the join button. Membership starts from 99p. There are other tiers if you wish to do so. All channel members get early access to the content we put on the channel, whether it be a few hours, a day, a week, or even a month sometimes. But ultimately, you guys have a wonderful day, and hopefully I will see you again soon. Bye bye.